Fluid coding and AI is testing a very practical idea. Can one open model handle the developer loop well enough that we stop switching between chat models, coding models, and vision models all day? The goal is not to crown the best model. The goal is to find out whether one unified model can make local and open workflows simpler. The dream is easy to understand. A developer asks architectural questions in one place, hands off implementation in the same place, checks test failures in the same place, and reviews screenshots without starting over with a different model. Less switching means fewer repeated project summaries, fewer API keys, fewer pricing rules, and less guessing about which model failed. But simplification only counts if the output survives verification. The first-party benchmark in this workspace tested a specific model through a specific provider, OpenRouter running Mistral AI's Mistral Small 24B Instruct 2501. Hugging Face identifies that checkpoint as the instruction-tuned version of the Mistral Small 3 family with 24 billion parameters. So this is not a verdict on every open model. It is evidence about this provider, this model ID, this benchmark suite, and this run. The result was a serious warning sign. Across 93 handled cases, the score was 699 out of 2,172, or 32.18%. The part developers should care about most is the coding section. All 21 coding cases were marked failed, from easy command line and API tasks through harder multi-file workflow tasks. Quantitative reasoning also scored 0 out of 12. For this exact test, the single model replacement idea did not clear the bar. That failure is still useful. It tells us not to confuse an elegant workflow with a reliable workflow. A single generalist can reduce setup friction, but if it creates more broken patches, bad math, or weak source handling, the developer does not save time. The work just moves from model selection into cleanup. The practical question is not, can one model answer? It is, can one model answer, edit, recover, and stop safely when it is wrong? The bad score should not become a lazy slogan about open models. The tested model is an older 2501 checkpoint. OpenRouter lists it with a 32,768 token context window and an October 31, 2023 knowledge cutoff. It was also described for low-latency common AI tasks, not as the latest unified coding and vision system. So the right conclusion is narrower. This model was not enough for this benchmark. The broader direction is still important. Mistral Small 3.1 added multimodal understanding and a larger context window. Mistral Small 3.2 added API features like function calling, structured outputs, and OCR. Then Mistral Small 4 pushed directly into the unified model idea. Mistral describes Small 4 as a hybrid open model that brings Instruct, reasoning, coding, and multimodal capability into one system, with configurable reasoning effort and a 256,000 token context window. At the same time, specialist models are not disappearing. OpenHands and Mistral announced DevStral Small as an Apache 2.0 model optimized for software engineering agents. Qwen 3 Coder is a coding specialist family with a companion Qwen Code command line workflow. Qwen 2.5 VL focuses on visual recognition, document parsing, long video, and interactive visual agent tasks. That split matters. Code editing, screenshot reasoning, and general chat fail in different ways. One model may be a clean default, while specialists remain the fallback when the work gets sharp. There is also a hardware trap in the word open. The tested 24 billion parameter model has local options, and its model card lists quantized runs through tools like Ollama. But the card also says GPU serving in BF16 or FP16 needs about 55 gigabytes of GPU RAM. Mistral Small 4 looks more unified, but Mistral's own deployment discussion points at multi-GPU production infrastructure. A model can be open, useful, and still not be casual laptop software. A better standard is a workflow gate. Start with one open model as the default. Ask it to understand the task, produce a clean patch, run or interpret tests, recover from a failure, and handle visual context when the job actually needs screenshots. If it passes those gates on your codebase, switching less is a real win. If it fails one of them, route the hard part to a coding model, a vision model, or a stronger reasoning model, and keep the verification loop intact. My verdict is this. One open model can be the default assistant, but it should not be the only tool until it proves itself on the work you actually do. For this specific OpenRouter Mistral Small 24B Instruct 2501 benchmark, the answer is no. The score and the coding failures are too weak. For the broader direction of open models, the answer is more interesting. The single model dream is real, but trust has to be earned through REPL local tests. If you are building local or open AI workflows, the win is not fewer models at any cost. It is fewer unnecessary switches, with stronger verification when it matters. Like the video, subscribe to Fluid Coding and AI, and keep testing the tools before trusting the workflow.